Well, I've conversely been trying to understand and pay as little attention as possible to the news.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's just like, I could learn about this, or I could not be depressed about this all.
Well, I've just looked at the news. I'll keep my mouth shut.
No. We're doing a topical podcast. We got to talk about the news.
Okay. Well, 980 people have died in the UK, which makes it of coronavirus, which makes it the worst day so far. Let's take that forward.
But Boris Johnson's doing fine, so who cares about anything else?
Yeah, that's fine.
Hashtag sarcasm.
Dear glorious leader is okay, so he'll lead us on to a better tomorrow where the NHS has lots of funding, but clap powered.
I swear to God, if he doubles back on the NHS now,
Of course he will. He's a Tory.
there should be a riot. But he's literally experienced it firsthand.
Yeah, but
How can he say, with any shred of credibility, that it doesn't need? It's also the fact that now is not the time to talk about pay rises for nurses. Oh, but MPs, you can get £10,000 to stay at home.
Yeah.
Absolutely revolting.
I wish I got a sixth of my salary for working at home. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. What are they going to use that for? Or they've got to buy a laptop. Do they not know how much a laptop costs?
It's just about £9,000, isn't it? They're there with all Alienware.
Christ, I mean, if I got given £10,000 to stay at home, you'd never see me again.
Yeah.
Sorry. I feel like I get angrier and angrier every single episode. It's like every single week I slowly get angrier closer to the start of the episode. So 1 week we're just going to start to be like, it's really the entire podcast.
I mean, I hope that's not because of the podcast. Like every week, fucking hell, this podcast got to speak to these cunts again.
I mean, after that 4 and a bit month stint last year where I wasn't allowed to join in, I'm taking whatever I can.
Well, yeah, good. We're glad to have you.
We are.
Wow, bro. Thanks.
You know.
Hello, welcome back to Inaudible, the podcast that's impossible to listen to. We're all here, you know that. Yes, carry on, please.
Alex
I put the
Well, we're not. No.
Oh
we're
yeah,
not
of course.
here.
I forgot about him already.
The weird thing is, he does have a scratchy throat and isn't feeling too good.
Well, let's hope he self-isolates for 7 days upon receiving symptoms.
He and Amy are both self-isolating.
Yeah.
So that's going to be fun.
Amy's got to self-isolate for 14 days now in case she gets it in those 7 days. Oh, good stuff.
I believe it's like isolating with full pay, isn't it?
Well,
Depends where you work.
yeah.
Tesco.
I don't know what they do.
They'll figure it.
They'll be
We've got
fine.
the best.
Amy works at Tesco.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I thought Alex worked at a charity shop somewhere, didn't he?
Bernardo's,
That's what
but
I can't see much coming from a charity shop.
You'd be surprised how little they are doing.
Unless they do the shop might do a furlough sort of thing. If
no, he's been put down to a 0-hour contract.
Everyone gets statutory sick pay now, don't they? That was one of the things they announced. I remember.
Except Alex got knocked down to a 0-hour contract because he's been there less than 12 months.
Oh.
Yeah. So he's going to leave, and
yeah,
because that is absolutely disgusting, and this country occasionally makes me embarrassed to be English.
Oh, yeah. Occasionally, it's been happening a lot the past couple of years, hasn't it?
Pretty much since like 2016, national pride for me has gone down.
Yeah, it's not great. Not a great.
Do you remember the Olympics?
Oh, those were the days.
You remember like 2012, back in the good old day when like the Olympics and like Queen's Jubilee in the same year. Oh, I was proud to be English then.
I'm a Republican,
kinda
so I
like
couldn't
the
give a shit
peak.
about the Queen. But
No, you know what I mean.
yeah, that I was thinking. I've thought about this before actually a couple of weeks ago. Like, I think 2012 was like the most recent happiest year that I can remember. Yeah,
It was kind of like the peak of Britain, and since
Yeah.
then everything's kind of just waddled down.
It was
Yeah.
like 2012 was like the season finale. And then it sort of like carried on for a little bit. Then 2016 is when they tried to introduce new stuff to keep it going.
2012 was season 9 of Simpsons.
yeah.
Yes.
I was going to say they overtook the books in 2012.
Okay.
So what, 2012 was when Jon Snow got stabbed.
Yeah, exactly. I can't wait for the real story to come out if he ever finishes it. So.
Oh my god. He ain't got an excuse now though, has he?
I'm talking about life, not Game of
Oh
Thrones.
right. I mean, like the whole thing with Britain was like amazing. Like even Ireland's back for the finale. It was fantastic.
Oh dear.
I mean, they're taking a lot of cues from the American show at the time.
Yeah,
You feed one in, it comes back again. I mean, like they had their own racist potato head dictator, and we decided to get our own. And it's sort of the plot points are kind of following each
It's
other.
like they
you know?
poached one of the writers or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah. Not the good one either.
No. The other thing I remember from 2012 is that there was a drought at the start of the year, and they had some expert. God, remember them? Some expert on at the start of the year saying, "Look, there's going to drought. We have to have water rationing or whatever they call it, hosepipe bans and all that sort of stuff for the rest of the year because there just isn't enough. It could rain all summer and there would still be a drought, and it rained all summer." Do you remember? And then
Vaguely, yeah.
obviously not like all summer, but like a lot. And they very quietly took away the official notice that there was a drought partway through the summer without mentioning it.
Yeah, I remember experts.
Experts, whatever happened to them? They've
Do you
run
not find
over
it
by the
fun
bus.
how this whole thing with Brexit was like people have had enough of experts, but then the whole coronavirus thing comes around and be like, oh, we need to like stay inside. The experts say it's best to stay inside, and then nobody fucking did. How about that? The people who were tired of experts didn't listen to the experts.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're an expert for a gosh darn reason.
It's because it wasn't the law to stay inside, and
Should have been.
everyone's thought was, because I thought the same, to be honest, like, I'm clean, I wash my hands, I cover my mouth when I cough, I've got to go to work, what do you expect? You know?
But it's the same sort of theory of voting, where it's like, oh, my party's going to win, so I don't need to vote.
Oh yeah, that's... Or,
Yeah, it's just like, it isn't about you, it's about everyone.
or whoever I vote for, it doesn't make a difference, so what's the point? Well, no, it does make a difference.
Yeah.
It does matter.
It's like, there's no such thing as a wasted vote.
Well, there actually is lots of wasted votes. But
Well, no, because every vote you take away from a big party makes them panic.
yeah, that is true. Yeah. That's what I was about to clarify. But also, because of our shit electoral system, there are a lot of wasted votes.
Yeah, it's terrible.
in the literal sense.
Because the only way to change it is from the inside, and they're not going to do that because they used the old system to win.
Well, yeah, 1997, electoral reform was on the Labour manifesto, and then they got 412 seats or whatever it was, and went, we don't need that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's so broken.
Yeah.
This country is broken. This country needs healing. In fact, I would go so far as to say what this country needs right now is a doctor. Dun-la-dun, dun-la-dun, dun-la-dun.
Well, it was Duddle-a-Dum, because it wasn't Duddle-a-Dum, rather, because it was one of Murray Gold's themes, so it was more...
No, it was series 3, wasn't it? So it didn't have the drums, which came in series 4.
There was a subtle...
Going from
Anyway, I like the Doctor Who theme.
So going from one British sci-fi series to another. Did anybody see Red Dwarf last night?
I did see Red Dwarf last night.
Oh no, I forgot.
Well, there goes that conversation.
I fell asleep. I fell asleep pretty damn
wasn't
early. I
that
fell
bad.
asleep at about like 8, half past.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Like,
it was about the same standard as the past couple of series, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bit with the first entrance you see of the
Yeah.
bad guys. Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
god, I was in stitches. Like it started. It felt very final in some places, though, didn't it?
Oh, definitely, yeah. There was a lot of character moments.
Did you
Like,
think maybe they're planning it to be the final, or?
I definitely got the impression that it could have been. You know,
Yeah,
there was one plot point going throughout where it was just like, I don't know how they're going to finish this off,
yeah.
because they can't upset the status quo too much. But
Hang on, I've got her.
He's gonna
has he gone?
He's gonna quickly go and watch it.
Oh right, yeah. Like the whole thing with Rimmer, like I didn't know how they were going to do that.
No.
It kind of felt the ending felt very shallow to me.
Do you mean just like not very satisfying?
Yeah, because I mean, like I wanted more.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, we brought back the Diamond Light thing. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, that should have been Ace. I should have, instead of Diamond Light, I should have turned him into Ace Rimmer.
Oh yeah.
How cool would that have been?
What was I? But oh yeah, the other reason it seemed like a finale was there was loads of references to to earlier stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, especially with like the opening text bit. It's like, ooh, we don't usually have that at the very end. It brings it right back round.
That's actually, you've actually just reminded me of one of the problems with the revived series. One of the issues with it is that it doesn't seem like Doug Naylor really knows how to end episodes.
No, agreed.
And I think that's probably kind of what we're talking about. With the ending not being what we
expected. Yeah.
It was. I feel like he just doesn't know how to end things, like we said.
Yeah, because if you look back at, I think it was series 10.
X.
The ending, the endings of that series were absolutely abysmal.
Yeah, like it was just kind of, it's like it finished mid-scene or something. It was really
like the one that sticks with me is Officer Rimmer.
I can't really remember the details, to be honest.
The one with the giant conglomeration of all the Rimmers. And it was just like, they shot it. There's like, what's that? This! Shoot it, it explodes. Mid-explosion, cut to credits.
Yeah.
It's like, not even like an end, like it collapses and then one final joke and then to credits. It's just like, I feel like somebody exported that like before it was finished. You know?
Yeah, you're meant to end on a punchline. That's how it should be, ideally, isn't it?
Yeah, because then you're leaving it with a joke as opposed to leaving it with a, oh, okay, that's it. Oh, all right. Because then that's what you remember.
Yeah, or at least some kind of wrap up of a plot thread or something. Yeah.
I mean, like, blowing up the monster Rimmer kind of did sort of bring it all together, but it needed the last punchline. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
Still talking about Red Dwarf at least.
Oh, we were talking about how the old series didn't really know how to end stuff.
Like series 10, 11.
Or the modern old the past
couple. Yeah, series 10.
Yeah, not
I still want to see series 9.
Yeah.
Apparently series 9 was the best series it ever was.
that was the joke though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know. That's why I want to see it, because it's so good.
So I watched that documentary you recommended from off of YouTube.
About
the making of series 1.
Yeah,
that was really good. It
was really interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah, about how it, and they kind of they filmed the pilot and no one was laughing. So then they had time left at their block, I think they called it, at the end of shooting the 6 episodes. So they went back and reshot some scenes, rewrote them and reshot them. Yeah,
and
really,
like it's like going back and watching series 1 again. It's like, ooh, some of those jokes did not land.
Yeah.
Did you watch that other thing that I linked in the chat?
The Star Wars one.
Sunday? Yeah,
that was so good.
Right?
The story and the animation was amazing. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The animation was really, really good. But yes, that story, that script was a much better follow-on from The Last Jedi, because it actually followed on from it.
See, it follows on from The Last Jedi, not from Force Awakens.
Yeah, and you can see where they adapted it into the Rise of Skywalker, because there are some of the same sort of ideas throughout. Yeah, beats. That's the. But yeah, holy shit! That what did they call it? Not Death Comes to Time.
That's
did
what? Who won?
What did they call the cancelled episode 9? It had a different title. I can't remember what it was.
Duel of the Fates.
Was that it?
I think it was.
Duel of
Yeah.
Fates, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been good because it's like I said. I really like the kind of the plot idea of The Last Jedi. I just didn't think the film was very good as a film. So I wish they had actually done it justice with episode 9 instead of just ignoring it. But yeah.
Yeah. It's like that's the problem with we're going into Star Wars talk again. I gotta retread so many of the points. They listen to the fans too much.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, just because the problem is they listen to the fans' guttural reactions to it, which you should never do.
I just love the idea of people coming out of the cinema and just collapsing, going, "Ugh!"
Yeah, it's just it's like because like people hated the prequels when they first came out, and now everybody loves them.
Yeah. Well,
It's like
actually,
just
no. I think it was the
stick to your
opposite,
guns.
wasn't it? Like,
Really?
well, there's the prequels came out and people thought they were good films. Maybe like the old jaded fans, like we are now. Like if we were this age in 1999 when Phantom Menace came out, we'd probably have had a different reaction. But I loved all the prequels when they came out.
Oh yeah, I mean, like general fan consensus.
And then
Mind you, I have seen people who've never seen Star Wars before reacting to all the films, and a lot of them without having the prior. Some of them will start at the prequels and really enjoy them.
It's like, do you go canonical order or machete order?
you go
Yeah,
release
yeah.
order because that's the right order.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've watched a lot of Star Wars reactions recently as well, and Harry Potter reactions. There seem to be a lot of them going
Yeah.
around at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know if that was just me because I've been going on a Harry Potter binge anyway with. So my recommended has just been throwing Harry Potter videos at me.
nostalgic things like that. I do love reactions. I've got to admit. In general, I hate them. What was I saying? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's right. And then it was only later when kind of I'm thinking from my point of view when I got older and started actually looking into the details of the prequels and thinking, why did they have to introduce every character? That bit didn't make sense. That bit was actually just racist. That character was annoying. You know.
All three of those are Jar Jar Binks. Why did they have to introduce that? That one was racist. Oh god, just
Yeah. But then actually going back and watching episode 1, it's actually a really good film. So I think it's fans will always moan too much.
exactly.
The people that hate something the most are always the fans. I mean, we got people here between us. We're all fans of Star Wars, Doctor Who, Game of Thrones. It's like between us, we all are massive fans in various combinations of all these things, and we all hate them in different ways.
Oh yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong. I detest Star Wars at times.
Yeah.
I absolutely hate it. It's just like, oh God's sake, no, come on. Because like, as much as I love the sequel trilogy, I absolutely despise it because I've never seen a franchise nosedive that fucking quickly.
Yeah. I can't. Yeah.
You're not talking about modern Doctor Who, are you?
That hasn't been so much a nosedive. There has been a sort of embarrassingly flame engulfed crash landing.
It's the Master when he refuses to give up his last body.
Yeah.
I will not die. Oh wait, that was Rassilon.
Yeah.
But it's like,
Yeah, I'm still honestly, like as a Star Wars fan, I think kind of like what you said, I'm gobsmacked at just how
how much it nosedived. Yeah.
how badly it went. It was like I said, the most exciting thing that happened to me on the day I saw episode 9 was buying some slippers. Which not great. Not a great review.
I did a triple marathon of Star Wars when Rise of Skywalker came out, and so I watched the 3 sequels one after another, and it was like, oh wow, I remember love it. Like episode 7, oh this is so good. I was like cheering at all the points, like when Rey caught the saber, and it was just like, oh yeah, so cool.
Episode.
I thought you were about to say when Ray caught the snitch.
Somebody's on a Harry Potter high.
Episode 7 was like a lesson in how to bring back a beloved franchise, wasn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Although
And then episodes.
the whole Death Star but bigger thing was naff even at the time.
Yeah, but
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah, what is the First Order? They're not original.
true.
That is one of the. Oh, that's another thing I can get into about how pointless fucking First Order were.
Sorry, I interrupted you about your marathon.
Then
Yeah.
you saw like episode 8. It was just like, oh wow, I haven't seen this in a long time. Is it as bad as I remember? No, it's still bad, but it's nowhere near as awful as I remember it being. Like the Canto Bite sequence still annoys me, but it's okay. Like it grinds the film to a gosh darn halt. I mean, it's not much of a film going anyway, but the bits with Ray and Luke, absolutely fantastic. Like I wanted that to be the film, because like that should have been part of the film with the other stuff, whereas everything with the Resistance should have been a text scroll.
Yes.
Yeah, but and then like the final fight with Luke versus Kylo, and the throne room scene.
So I noticed this editing the podcast last week. I put a little insert in from the future because you said that fight between Luke and Kylo was great, and somehow I noticed back in editing I must have heard. I thought you were talking about the fight with Rey and Kylo fighting Snoke's guards in the throne room. So when I was talking about it, I was talking about that, and you obviously thought I was talking about the thing that we were meant to be talking about. So it was just, it got a bit confusing. But anyway,
Because like the fight in the throne room, phenomenal. Love that. Phenomenal. Yeah, like the choreography in that sequence is the best it's ever been. Well, second best it's ever been with Star Wars.
Now, see,
the best was Mustafar.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. The throne room was the main bit in that film where I sort of went, oh yeah, like you're rooting for him then.
Yeah.
Although it is quite funny when you watch it back and you realise that there's like 10 people in that room and they attack one at a time. It's like classic bad guy attacking.
Oh yeah, classic bad guy. But then you got like the fight with Kylo at the end, which is, I love that just because it's Luke just being a little bitch. He's like, no, can't touch me. And yeah, and then you got Rise of Skywalker, which is where do I even?
I saw I can't remember what
because
video.
there's the big things that pisses me off about it, right?
All right, go on.
Oh, sorry, no, you go first. Mine's a long one.
All right, yeah. I was lucky for some. I can't remember what video I was watching, but they were talking about that the ending of Rise of Skywalker, where she says, Rey who? Rey Skywalker, and everyone was quoting in the comments like, Rey who? Rey turns to camera. Raid Shadow Legends is a new free-to-play game. Anyway.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I refuse to download that game on principle.
Yeah.
But like, so Rise of Skywalker, right?
Okay.
There are things I like about it, and there are things I really don't.
We like good things, and also we like bad things.
But like, they're the big things that everybody doesn't like, right? Like Rey's origin, which I've stated many times on this very podcast. Palpatine coming back for no reason, ignoring the previous canon, and just sort of shitting all over the rest of Star Wars. Yeah. And then there's like the little thing of like calling it a Wayfinder instead of a holocron.
Yeah. Like,
and like the Death Star blowing up, but still having the throne room intact.
Yeah.
It's like having a TIE fighter being able to go from Endor to Exegol without a hyperdrive.
And to be fair, it might be a different make of TIE fighter these days.
No, it was an Empire TIE fighter because Kylo got it from the wreckage of the Death Star.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I misunderstood.
It was how the TIE FOs have hyperdrives on them in the opening sequence, which makes no sense because TIE FOs do not have hyperdrives. TIE SFs have hyperdrives, and even then, that's a very low key case. And like, just, And like, it's just, it's so many little inconsistencies that seriously piss me off. Like, also, like, Luke's X-Wing that was at the bottom of the fucking ocean on Octo. He took off one of the wings to use as a door.
Oh.
Yeah, in Last Jedi, the door to Luke's hut is part of his X-Wing. And yet it's somehow complete when Rey flies it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of silly.
How did the Emperor make a dagger that foretells exactly where in his vault it all is, where everything is, using shapes of how the Death Star broke up before it had broken?
Yeah.
Why was that wall not there in Return of the Jedi?
Yeah. Yeah. I've got
so many little things that bug me way more than the big ones.
Because it was more like,
why were the Knights of Ren so useless?
Oh god, yeah. Well, the reason they were so useless is because they were teased, never used. Everyone went, well, where are the Knights of Ren? What happened to them? So they thought, well, we better include them in this one, even if there's no reason for them to be.
Yeah. Would it have been so hard to like just give a throwaway line about them being the other students?
Yeah.
Or something. Just give me canon. Give me things to enjoy. Don't make me wonder about. It's like how they posted on Twitter. Like Star Wars posted on Twitter. It's like, oh, did you know that the fleet of Exegol was made up of the inhabitants? No. How the fuck would we have known that? It's like Elijah Wood clapped back at them saying, "It's like, no. How could we have possibly known that?" It's just. Sorry, I get very passionate about Star Wars.
That's all right. I think we should probably talk about something else because poor Oz used to be sat there. Stephen Moffat wrote a short story for the 13th Doctor. Which was quite good. Well, Stephen Moffat wrote it. It wasn't Chinballs.
I know.
That's long. Right, I'll read that.
Yeah, read it later.
A short story.
Novella, but it was
probably going to be better than anything Chibnall's ever written.
Yeah. It was very good. I really liked it. It was right up my alley in terms of the plot.
Shall I have a rant about Doctor Who now?
Yeah, go on then.
Series 12 was terrible.
Yeah.
Actually, in terms of things doing a nosedive, Series 12 did a pretty hectic nosedive, didn't it?
The thing,
it was just pretty. I wouldn't say it was terrible. It was just kind of meh the entire time.
Yeah.
Well, Spyfall was an acceptable opener.
Yeah.
I can't remember the episode that came after that.
Spyfall Part 2.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and then it was like Tesla, which I didn't actually watch.
Oh.
Then it was the Jadoon one, which was really fucking good. Highlight of the series.
Yeah.
And then it just sort of stopped until you got to the Frankenstein one.
Yeah.
And then you had this really big build-up with this interesting Cyberman. Like, they reinvented the Cybermen for with an actual interesting purpose. They had a genuinely threatening villain who was intimidating and somewhat scary. And then they kill him off halfway through the next episode without so much as a second thought.
But then I kind of liked that in a way, because that felt very mastery. Just halfway through an episode, the thing you think is meant to be the main villain, the Master just gets rid of him because he doesn't like him.
Yeah.
That just felt like the Master. I'm done with you. Bye.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's subverting expectations, and then there's just being a dick. You know? Like...
Subverting expectations is difficult because you've got to not disappoint the people who are expecting something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, they built up, like, the whole, like, death particle or whatever the hell it was.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
If they'd somehow managed to not do something with that, or had that not work, then that would have been good. But instead, it's like, oh no, remember this thing that we used once in the very first episode? Yeah, we're going to use that again. Just because, you know. Like, I just think Series 12 had so many missed opportunities.
Well, yeah.
And they never brought Jack back.
Yeah, that was...
No, it was a cameo.
That was insulting.
And they left the Lenny Henry plot hanging.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, the Lenny Henry thing. Man alive.
Well, if the Jack thing isn't sorted out by next series, then I'm gonna be even more pissed off.
What Jack thing? It was a cameo.
That's what I mean. If it is just a cameo, I'm gonna be even more pissed off. If they do something with it next series, possibly, because
They won't.
he did turn around and say, "Tell the Doctor, I might not see you yet, but I will see you again."
Yes. So yeah, and then
Something along
not bring him
those
back for the rest of the series. It was such a almost like a dick move. It was just
It felt so right to have him back in the finale.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, most of humanity's been killed. So where's Jack?
He's just a big old face in a jar these days.
What about me? Where was she?
Ugh.
No one cared about her.
Nah.
No, but she should have been mentioned. Like this is
Do
the
you
thing
think
that really
even
annoys me.
Chibnall
Like
remembers her?
No.
Chibnall doesn't remember his own goddamn plots.
There we go.
But like
And how can you remember something Moffat made? It's selective
Again-
memory purposely pushed that away.
it's like Chibnall does good setups. I'll give him that. He does good setups, but his delivery is absolutely abysmal.
Hmm.
Like the Master should have been the Timeless Child
Yeah.
if he had to have a Timeless Child. But again, how does this actually change things? How does the Doctor being the Timeless Child change things?
It kind of weakens the Doctor as an interesting character, to be honest, by trying to make her more interesting. Because the idea of just someone like a rebel who kind of dropped out of uni and stole the TARDIS and ran away because they were fed up with all your damn rules, man. I think that's way more interesting than the progenitor of the entire
Chosen
race.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like this thing I said. Like it's like with Ray.
yeah,
It actually matters where you come from now. And just think about it, like both the Doctor and Ray are strong female role models for young girls.
oh, yeah,
And imagine that throughout, like, if you're a young girl in today's society, I know that's hard for you to imagine, but given how we're all nearly 30 males, but imagine having this role model that you idolize. This is like one of the few role models that actually speaks to you because they're actually powerful, interesting people. And then have that ripped away saying, oh no, actually they were born special and you're not.
yeah.
It's so insulting. Because there are so few good, decent female role models out there at the moment. At least hyper popular ones, you know?
Yeah.
Ones without like the same reach as the Doctor and Ray that they do. Like, I just hate it on multiple levels.
Yeah.
The Chibnall chose to do backstory over character.
Yeah, I kind of feel like in the future, if a new showrunner takes over before it gets cancelled,
God help.
I kind of feel like there's gonna be retcons coming because it just seems I don't know. I can't
Because
imagine.
literally the whole thing was that the Master jumped to conclusion.
Oh
That's-
yeah,
There was
then-
never any concrete proof that it was the Doctor.
No, I suppose an easy way to retcon that is just have like one of the sisters from the Sisterhood of Khan just go up to him and go, "No, you got it wrong. It was you, mate."
or
Literally just
or
in
even
one line.
introduce some plot of someone messing with the Matrix in order to cause conflict and destroy Gallifrey or something like that.
Or
Or have it be a
This-
completely different character.
this was a different universe version of the Master. This wasn't our Master. Our Master died with Missy. And this Master has, or the Doctor, like we said, has accidentally stepped into a different reality.
Yeah. I feel like that would be such a more interesting plot.
Yeah,
Rather than, oh, you're actually a god. How about,
Yeah.
actually, you're not where you're supposed to be. Get home.
Yeah.
Instantly, that sounds better.
It would
Yeah.
explain the whole
Second Doctor thing.
Joe, what's her face?
Ruth Doctor, yeah.
Yeah.
Ruth Doctor, yeah.
Yeah. And it's just a more like a fundamental point is that the whole of the 10 years building up to the 50th anniversary, and just all of this build up about Gallifrey not actually being destroyed in the time war. It's
Yeah.
all it's still alive. It's still there. And you gotta go find it. And now it's gone. Why?
man.
What was the point?
I think Chibnall just has a distaste for Time Lords. Because he hated Trial of a Time Lord. He killed him off as soon as he got the reins to Doctor Who. He just doesn't like the characters of Time Lords, I guess.
It's also like, it's going back to the Doctor distrusting the Time Lords and not liking them and being an outcast of running away. Very much how it was in the 70s when he was criticising how it was being written in the 70s. So what the hell's his point? What's his goal here?
I think that was
Maybe
the
he
80s, but still.
Yeah, he just secretly hates it.
Yeah.
Well, he's doing a good job making everyone else think like he does.
Yeah. I watched a couple of series analyses of Series 12. Oh, police car going up the road. When I was walking down the shops the other day, a police car went past, and I've never been so nervous. Like I was going to have to justify it. I was buying fruit and veg. Anyway,
Someone went out for their second walk.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So Series 12. One of the major issues with it, you could put most of those episodes in almost any order, and it wouldn't make any difference.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's no development.
No, and the companions are mainly pointless at the moment. And one suggestion I saw was, why
But then,
not have...
last series, the only one that wasn't was Graham, and then they've just pointlessed him this series.
Exactly, C3PO'd him. So the suggestion I saw was, why did they not have Ryan join just for half a series? We get to know him. Then Graham joins for half a series. We get to know him, and then if they do, they desperately want to have 3 companions, then Yaz can join the next series or the end of the series or something like that, and then we get to know her, and we have 3 people who we know rather than just 3 people who stand there and.
Or
I don't know.
It would have got a bit more
nothing.
interesting if this series, one of them had left for whatever reason. Like if you notice, they kept on sort of blue balling Ryan with a girlfriend and then killing off the girlfriend towards the end of the episode.
Yeah, because it would upset the status quo.
I know, but why didn't that could have affected him, and he pulled a Tegan Javanka and literally just turned around to the Doctor and said, "No, this is too much for me. I keep getting close to people and they keep dying.
And the Doctor
I'm not doing this anymore."
And the Doctor would have said,
I know I ought to say something to you that will make you feel better, but I'm just a prick, so I'm not going to.
That's almost as bad a characterization as Kill the Moon.
It wasn't even the characterization of Kill the Moon that was bad, it was just the egg, the story.
I can deal with the egg.
No, the whole problem with Kill the Moon is it was full of pseudoscientific bollocks. Even for a sci-fi program, you can't just. If someone is science fiction, you can't say, "Oh, this is because of this law of physics or this fundamental law of the universe," and then just make it up as if, as if it's real. That was what the problem was for me, anyway. Yeah.
I mean, for me, it was the fact that the Doctor was so undoctory.
But then I think that was meant to be kind of the development, because in an episode or 2 later, another bad episode, but again, in terms of character, it had the whole him realizing that he was meant to try and help because he walks their earth, he breathes the same air as
that was
them.
Forest of the Shite, wasn't it?
Yeah, unfortunately.
But he's been alive for nearly 2 centuries. He should know this by now.
Yeah, but Capaldi's whole Series 8 personality was, I don't know if I am who I thought I was.
Yeah.
Was I really the good man I've always thought I am, or am I just a dick trying to be a good...
Am I a good man? I don't know. Let's leave this planet that I've looked after for God knows how long to themselves. Yeah, that seems like a good person thing to do.
Yeah, and then, again, in Forest of the Shite, he realizes what mistake he made and literally requotes something.
Yeah. I think the
Kill the Moon.
The point with Kill the Moon, I think, was that it's more that because he's having such self-doubt of, oh, am I actually good? It's more the case of, just kind of like running away from having to confront that and trying to make a decision. He's more like, okay, you decide. He's using that as an excuse kind of thing.
Yeah, but
it wasn't so much a case of you decide. It was a case of him.
Yeah.
It wasn't him going, you decide. It was him going, I don't fucking care. It's your planet. You deal with it. He basically went, this is your planet. You deal with it. I've had enough. I'm not doing it. Which is like,
right.
Hey, I
When
can't
has he
remember
ever
it to
had that attitude
extent.
before? Oh, I remember it because I was pissed off by it.
we can all agree it's a shit
Obviously, yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
It's just, it was so out
We
of
all find
character. That was my problem.
Different things about it shit, which means it must be so shit that it
Yeah.
can't even relate to some part of some. Do you get what I mean? We
It
all,
crosses
Yeah.
boundaries.
yeah.
Like, the only thing I liked about it, the only thing was the fact that they still used the same Tenant spacesuit.
Yeah.
That was it. And somehow
I liked
the
that he
child
pulled
managed
out
to
a
get an
yo-yo
internet
and hit a
connection
Tom
on the
Baker.
moon. The hell? Show me a Wi-Fi hotspot on the moon. I struggled getting it in my bedroom. Never mind the.
I mean, to be fair, they're launching
Did you
like
say that
hundreds
was
of
the target?
satellites a year now to put Wi-Fi across the world in rural areas and so on, like in deserts and shit.
but-
if it's not out of the question to say that if we're building a base on the moon, they could beam Wi-Fi to it. I don't think
But if
that's.
you really think it is out of the question, you could just say the TARDIS was given them Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah.
Yes. That annoyingly clears that sentence up. Damn it. See, that works within the confines of the show. Damn it.
If in doubt, go
TARDIS gives them-
TARDIS. That's my. The
If only
TARDIS is the
Chibnall
best
knew
fucking
that.
character of the show.
Yeah.
I think I like the TARDIS more than I like the Doctor.
I mean, I can't fault that.
Yeah, no. So I think my favorite character of Doctor Who has been the TARDIS.
I don't like
That
the
is-
TARDIS's current regeneration though.
No. But I think
Mr.
that would be my final straw. Is
Mm-hmm.
if they ever did something to take the TARDIS out of it permanently, because they've just got tired of it being like this for so long, and they want to shake up the status quo. And they literally do like 2 or 3 series without the TARDIS. That's probably the point I'd start to think, no, this isn't my show
even
anymore.
Even the beginning of Series 11 was interesting because it was without the TARDIS.
Yeah, but that was more of a search for the TARDIS rather
Yeah.
than we're getting rid of the TARDIS completely. Do you know what I mean? 1 or
Like
2
a-
episodes is fine.
Yeah, going to work with Unit now. That kind of thing.
But I mean, like,
But even then, the TARDIS was still a part of it. If
Oh, I
it was
see.
literally the Doctor on Earth or the Doctor, they get a showrunner in like 10 years or so who wants to shake it up so much.
Right. Yeah.
The Doctor loses the TARDIS and like starts using time or manipulators or something.
Oh yeah.
Or something like. Do you get what I mean? That would be my too
I
far
think
moment.
if they ever got to the stage where they were shaking it up that much, it would probably be about to be canned anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I wouldn't mind if they did that in a way that worked. So I mean, like, if the TARDIS got taken away or supposedly got destroyed, like kind of like Gallifrey kind of, where it's just like, oh
Yeah,
crap,
but I didn't
the
like
TARDIS is
Gallifrey
gone.
getting destroyed.
You didn't like the Time War?
I was
Yeah, I-
glad when they found Gallifrey.
Oh yeah, but I loved the fact that it gave a whole new depth to the Doctor.
Yeah, but I think by the end of it, I'd kind of got to the point where I got tired of the moaning about the Time War. It was fun for the first 2 years or so, but after that, it started to get a bit.
Oh, it's only a whole civilization. Get over it.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? Where that was becoming the entirety of Tennant's character to a point. And then, like, that was one of the things I quite liked about Smith was that, for the most part, he had gotten over it. He'd moved on.
So you can sort of see like the Doctor's attitude reflected in how his regenerations are.
Yeah. Well, they,
Because, like,
they
you had
kind
the
of
War
explored
Doctor who
that
was very
in the 50th, didn't they?
Yeah, because you had the War Doctor who was very sort of grizzled and angry, and not so much angry, just sort of tired. And then that regenerated into Eccleston, who was a bit sort of crazy, but still full of fury and wrath and darkness from the war.
Get more.
Then you had Tennant, who was a bit more, hey, a bit more crazy. You know, I'm in love, I'm happy. You know, hey, let's be Casanova.
He was still devastated.
Oh yeah,
It was,
Yeah.
I think, like, Eccleston had, like, grizzled war hero PTSD,
Yeah.
and Tennant had that sort of teenager PTSD where they're trying to hide it. And they're trying to act all sort. Eccleston didn't mind showing his PTSD, whereas Tennant would sort of try to hide it as best he could. And
Tennant had more of a silent fury,
yeah,
Yeah.
which sort of came to a head in the
Wars of Mars.
in the Waters of Mars, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
And then you had like Matt Smith, who was very much a a child, but with the age of an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what they said in the Day of the Doctor, wasn't it? Where
Yeah.
they say, how many children were there on Gallifrey, and like the 10th Doctor answers immediately, and the 11th Doctor just goes, "Oh, I can't remember. Doesn't matter." Yeah. Anyway. But sorry, go on.
Then you had Capaldi, who was sort of like renewed, but it was just like, oh, Gallifrey's still around. Okay, right, I've got to be serious about this. And so it was like comes back and just sort of like he's still worrying that he's done the right thing, and he's trying to like question himself about what he's doing.
Yeah, it was
And
kind
then-
of like he lifted the whole childish veil because he discovered Gallifrey was back, but he kind of did it too much and went a bit too grumpy at times.
Which he then sort of got back as the series progressed.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I loved Capaldi. Sorry.
And then you had Whittaker, who was the token character.
She's also there.
What is Whittaker's character?
I've no idea.
What kind of Doctor is she? Exactly. We've had 2 series, we know nothing about it.
That was another one of these videos I've been watching was saying it almost seems like, well, option number 1 is that it's just terrible script. Option number 2 is they're trying to leave it open to interpretation by Jodie Whittaker, but then she is not interpreting it either because she doesn't really have an idea, or she's just trying to act the script she's given. But yeah, either way, one of them, either the writer or the actress is not really good enough, or both.
It's the writing. The writing. Did you see the thing that I told you about the other week where it was?
Yeah, it could have warmed up to me, but
Yeah.
it took way too long for me to warm up to her. I only kind of started warming up to her a couple of episodes into this series.
Oh damn!
Yeah, and it's like we said before. It was only when she was really angry or when she has a go at them for basically saying this team structure isn't flat. I'm in charge. I'd love to see more of an exploration of the main character's character. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, learn more about the character. That'd be quite nice.
Yeah. I did watch that thing where
out of past Doctors. Sorry.
Yeah. That thing where she was telling people to stay at home. It was alright. I didn't really think it was that amazing, to be honest.
But it felt more like the Doctor than anything Chibnall's ever written.
Yeah. I don't know.
It did to me,
there wasn't really a lot there. I didn't think. I just thought it was just. I didn't think it was much. I couldn't really form an opinion of it because it was only like a minute long. Stay at home. I'm the Doctor.
Yeah. But I felt like it was more of how the Doctor should be, how this Doctor should be. But
yeah, you kind of feel like maybe that's how she was in the audition, and then the scripts have just been crap.
I see Jodie as being passionate, excitable, but also kind of naive.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I imagined this Doctor should be. Like, really excited to learn all these new things, but getting way too overconfident.
Yeah.
Like, that would be an interesting way to do it. It's like, oh yeah, we just do this. Oh no, that's not right at all. Oh dear. But then she grows from it and learns from these new things.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
Because that would give her an actual arc and make her learn from mistakes and create a
arc.
believable... Yeah.
A character, if you would.
Don't be ridiculous.
Chibnall character? He's just got vague stereotypes that somewhat form into an occasional thing. But like, give the Doctor character and let them grow as a Doctor. You know? Like, if you look at Capaldi at the start of his arc to the end of his arc, it's almost a completely different character.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was actually addressed in the series, and he grew as a character on screen based on the things that happened and his actions and what people said to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Amazing.
Which is why I fucking love Capaldi.
Yeah. I fucking love Capaldi. It's like the definitive the Doctor for me at the moment, honestly.
Yeah.
More so than Tennant, I'd say.
Yeah. Tennant's nostalgic. Capaldi's my favourite. I'll always love Tennant because he's the one that made me love the show.
Yeah.
But Yeah.
To be fair, as much as Capaldi's my favourite, I think all of the doctors from New Who, except one, obviously, have been really, really good. I think they've all been fantastic.
Actually, I think I could say that about all Doctors.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah,
really.
I don't think I hate any Doctors apart from someone we've talked about quite a bit.
Yeah. It's like you have
In this
a definite
particular
order.
Richard E. Grant, you mean?
Oh yeah. The
I think,
Shada
like,
Doctor.
I haven't even seen the not Shadow Schalke.
Scream of Schalke, yeah.
Yeah,
I watched that when it came out on the webcast.
I did.
What about
yeah. No,
Oh, Rowan Atkinson or Jim Broadbent or Joanna Lumley? You know.
I think I prefer any of them over
Yeah.
what we've got at the moment. That's what I mean. Rowan Atkinson would
Rowan
be,
Atkinson was a fantastic
he'd
Doctor.
be one of my top
Curse of Black
docs
Death.
for a future Doctor anyway, just going off of that thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think there's only one Doctor that I sort of cringe whilst watching,
Yeah.
and that's Whittaker.
I really want there to be. I want her to stick around long enough to have another showrunner, just to
Yeah.
see if it
I don't know
makes
if
a difference, what difference it does make, etc. But it doesn't seem
No,
likely.
it's
It's not possible. No.
no. It seems like if Chibnall was to go, she'd want to go,
Yeah.
or
I
vice
hope it
versa.
doesn't happen. I like her as a Doctor. She's got so much potential.
I honestly don't know enough about her. Like, I've never seen Broadchurch, and
Yeah.
the only other thing I've seen her in was Attack the Block.
She was in that.
She's the lady who gets mugged at the start.
I
And then-
haven't seen it.
And then you hangs around with the kids. as it
Yeah.
were. Yeah.
It's a good film, actually. I've rather enjoyed that.
Yeah, I
film.
really like that film.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay. Well, if you
good.
like Travis being chased down by
Isn't it?
aliens,
Isn't it John Boyega in it as well?
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Nick Frost's in it at one point.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. It is John Boyega.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's a Joe Cornish film.
Oh, right. Who's it?
Joe Cornish
Why
is
do I know that?
Joe Cornish. He's the guy behind the Cornetto trilogy.
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay.
And Adam and Joe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, now I know you're on about.
I think he did the Tintin film as well, if I remember rightly.
Oh yeah, that Moffat did. Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's enough Doctor Who. We're gonna have to wrap up fairly soon.
Yeah,
Time wise.
Yeah.
I don't think I have much. I had a few things to do.
Yeah,
with
biscuits.
Yeah, I've got one quick biscuit, which is just that to note that in an alternate universe, we're just making it to the end of Ed Miliband's first term as Prime Minister.
Jesus.
Doesn't that seem like a long time ago?
Christ, yeah.
Yeah. We've had like 3 elections or something since then. It's ridiculous.
All of them have been Tory.
Yeah. But yeah, that was my only other biscuit for like in the podcast at least. Just a little note. Right, so that's it then. Unless there's anything else. That's a no.
I finished Assassin's Creed Unity. It was
yeah.
entirely pointless to the canon.
Oh, you should be used to that sort of shit by now.
No. Like, sorry, I've also recently finished Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, which, as far as I'm concerned, is one of the best video
Flag
games
Flag.
ever made. It's the pirate one.
Yeah, Flat Black.
Yeah, Flat Black. Honestly, God, it's my. Did I ever put that as my game of the year?
No. Ooh, shall I find out? It'll be
Yes,
here
please.
somewhere. Hang on.
You have a spreadsheet for this, don't you?
Yeah. "2013, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag."
There we go.
Okay.
Nice.
And that actually won the poll that year as well.
Hey, see, it's a good game. It really is a good game.
So thanks for listening, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for smelling. Yes.
Thanks
Thanks.
for ding dong delling.
Thanks for ding dong delling. Don't forget to dong dang ding dong and the ding dang dong when
And
the cows go
thank you
bong.
for attempting to listen.
Yes, and don't forget to tell someone about the podcast who doesn't already know about it if you enjoyed it, because that's the best thing you can do. And you can subscribe to us all at Invisible Tower, TS Reactions, and Pheasant Films, and so
we'll
on
be
and
back
so
with-
forth. You
in
can
a
eat-
week or so.
You can email us contact@termcode.net, which is linked down
Hey.
below in the show notes.
Contact.
Contact, yes.
Wow.
It's like docking, but with with guns.
Jesus Christ.
On that bombshell. See you next week. Bye bye. Buckaroo, fucker you.